Hello traders and welcome to this recap video of the ES London session, also known as the EU session for today, May the 2nd, NFP day. It's Friday, we just had NFP news. I don't trade the news myself, but of course we trade the day of the news. This is London session, EU session ES with a Renko bar, Uni Renko here to the left. 4 to 4 brick size. So a brick is 4 ticks, a reversal is also 4 ticks on the ES. What else do we see here on the chart? We see blue zones. These are gamma levels. Price moves from gamma to gamma on ES, also on other markets. Many suppliers of gamma levels have problems with the right conversion of the stock market gamma to the futures products you trade. I do this manually every day and I release these gamma levels automatically via my server to my members. They have an indicator so they can load these gamma levels on their chart. And as you can see, the gamma levels are spot on here. Price touched the middle of the gamma and bounced off. This is also where the liquidity is of the stock market. And next, here below, we can see imbalance. This is delta imbalance per candle. So for example, if you want to short a gamma level like this, gamma is just in short, it's a support resistance level. This is how we trade it on the futures. You have to know how to trade it, or what setups you use, the statistics on the setups, but that's all I teach in my room with my videos, my training videos, and of course in my live Zoom session every day. So reversal, for example, here, as you can see, we see strong sellers getting in at this gamma. This is a nice combo signal you want to see. You want to see sellers taking the upper hand if you want to short here. We shorted here before and here again, and you can see nicely how strong the sellers take control of this. If you use a time chart, this information will be different. Yes, this is the optimal setting of the chart for both New York session and London session. Now, next, what else do we see here? We got a grid, a matrix. We got a grid, a matrix with the right settings. Every day I release this grid. I call this the pre-market. You can call it different names. This is based on the pre-market. And you use this during the New York session and the next Euro session. These levels are very important because this is where the algos have their orders, where they take their orders. And price moves from gamma to gamma. Of course, not always gamma is near the current price. Some days we don't have gamma levels here, so we cannot trade the gamma from gamma to gamma and that kind of stuff. So we use the grid, the matrix, the pre-market extensions, how I call it myself, to trade the pullbacks, pullback. Next, we have just basic EMAs, a 200 EMA, what is this, 60 I believe, and a 36, just for trend directional bias, just to have an idea of the trend, visual aid. I don't trade retests of the 200 or the whatever EMA. These are just visual helpers to get an idea to get an extra help, an idea of the direction you need to trade. For example, this is 1 hour after London Open, then the pre-market of the stock exchange, stock market is opening. That's 10 o'clock my time. What do we see? Breakdown, retest. I wanted to short this open level, this pink level, and this pre-market mid. Nice combo. And the EMAs are just helping me because price is below these EMAs. Shorts, every short rotation below 200 EMA. Very helpful. So this was a nice short, a good example of a trade. 20 ticks on the ES, $12.50 per tick. What else do we see? We see nice sellers taking control here. There were buyers, but the buyers did not push price higher. No, they reversed here. So we also can conclude that there are trapped traders here on these highs. See? Now, what else setup? This was just one setup we took. This gray level, this is the London Open, 9 o'clock open, automatically marked on your charts with our indicators. Price retest this. And if this level is many times close to a gamma level, this blue thing here also, price will react in this combo area. Now we got a nice wick hitting the gamma, and then price took off. This was a move of 22 ticks. I took this trade also. Nice combo here, rotation in this area. I didn't take this one. I believe I took I was getting a cup of coffee. I took this one. You can take it after the first reversal candle or another confirmation candle. We see buyers here getting in. Very simple stuff. 16 ticks. 8 ticks is $100 with one contract. Overall, I just trade one, sometimes two contracts. I'm not a big player, not a big trader, no big guru. I'm just trading for myself, for my family, and teaching some friends. So this was also an interesting bounce, the rejection of this gamma here. We rejected before. I missed this entry, and members from my room took this one. Also 23 ticks. So you see, even in the first 30 minutes we have 20, 20, 20, 60 ticks already. Then this one 20, 80 ticks if you take on the whole run. If you take 8 ticks, also good, or 12 ticks, or multiple TPs, that's fine. We know price moves from gamma to gamma. Next. Okay, what's next gonna happen? Many times we see a gap fill on the Euro session. Today price did not reach all the way down to the close. This is the open here. This is the pink short. Then there was also a buy here from the pink long, but I shorted this gamma down. The retest of this gamma down. Another setup. So that's how many setups? This is in the first 1.5 hours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This was also 1, 7. RTH, I forget to mention this. This is one we're adding new to our playbook. Previous RTH open reversals. Very powerful. Not always RTH open is near current price area, but today this was the scenario. And you can see these moves are very interesting. This is just a scalp. Overall, this move was 45 ticks. The bounce. Perfect, perfect. Now, gamma to gamma. So, price rejected here, this gamma moved down. You can trade this area to area. I took this buy and I lost this one. Yesterday's open and a gamma. For me, this was a fresh gamma when this didn't really hit it. I lost this trade. And I did the same thing here. I wanted to short this below the EMAs. I wanted to short here. I even widened my stop. I took extra risk and I lost this trade. So, too bad. So, but there was another opportunity here. RT8 short. Gammas, prices above the gamma. So if you look at the gamma, these are all small trades, right? Scalps. Prices above the blue zone, holding above. We have buy opportunities here. Up to the next. See? Now then it's 12 o'clock. For me that's lunchtime. Sometimes I keep at the charts for 30 minutes or so. Why? Because we got extra setups. The Globex open is 12 o'clock my time, Euro, Amsterdam time. And we have 2 buy opportunities from the Globex open bye-bye. See? And what do we notice? Price reacts clean on our gamma level. Even aggressive counter scalp opportunities short. Maybe not on the first one. Maybe you take the second or the third one. That's possible. I was mostly interested in these two buys, and we had this buy also. So you can see we have a lot of opportunities to make 20 to 100 or more ticks. You win some, you lose some. Now, this was just before the news NFP. I wanted to buy the Globex. I bought these. No big moves to the upside. Most of the time 40 ticks. The retest, the Globex price broke down. I had an aggressive scalp here, down. This is not a trade of the playbook. This was a good retest here and here. This was also almost hitting our Globex. Took this one and this one short 2 times. You see? Globex RTH, right? New York open, drop, drop. And we can still see overall in our trading map, the map, we look at that the gamma still is holding. This is telling a story. We short this RTH scalp down to the gamma and we hope this thing breaks down. But you never know. Maybe this gamma is holding, that's fine. Then we can take the second or third one to the upside because the structure is changing. Price is not making new structure to the downside. We're keeping it simple. We focus on one setup, the break and retest. Here, break up, retest, break up, retest, break down, retest, break down, retest. This level is holding. We also do some counter bounces of levels, but only a high probability. But overall, our main setup is one set to break out, retest. And we look for areas of interest, our levels, main levels there. We look for our confirmations on the delta. If other sellers are with us in this reversal, ES is very strong on delta, on volume. And then we had NFP news, 14:30 Amsterdam time, bam, and everything happened. But I didn't trade this. But you can still see that our grid, our pre-market extensions, these lines, that I generate every day and release to our members via our server, these white lines, they are very solid. This is exactly where the liquidity is. And this is gamma. This is from stock market. This is pullback entries. We trade every time the pullback above extension retest. So you take this buy, above, buy, right? Keeping it simple. Above the EMAs, you look for longs. You look for longs here, but this isn't a clean retest. Price breaking down. This is a nice retest of this zone. Even a gamma with a pre-market extension. A grade pre-market extension. Pre-market high. Gamma, liquidity, bam. What happened here? Selling, 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 selling. Did not push price down. Buyers got in here. Bam, 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 bam. Big buy imbalance. Boom. Nothing fancy. No special stuff. But we combine the both strongest markets with our levels, and we just trade support resistance with one confirmation and one setup, one pattern. Okay, so this was the London session, the EU session. Today I don't trade NFP, don't trade the New York session. I have no need for it. I'm gonna take the midday off. So a lot of opportunities, good ticks, and I hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one.